Hey, hope you're doing well. Wanted to show you something weird real quick. So first off, everything's going really well so far. Everything to me at least looks a lot neater. I'm trying to make sure that I use my components correctly, and that there's really as little as possible in my actual app.js folder, or file. I'm going to keep most of my logic is going to be in this task file, as you can see right here. But that's not the weird thing that's going on right now. So, let me show you something I think is super weird, or I can't figure out what's happening. So right here, this is my checkbox handler, okay? What's going to happen is it's going to set based on the position, obviously, which is why it's there. It's supposed to loop through the task state. If the property called is complete, is false, it'll do this. If it's true, it'll do this. Or actually, it's just going to change the value to the opposite of what it was, right? It's supposed to do that, you know, on, where is it? Right here, on change. So, and I always thought that the on change method actually just means that, you know, what's happening when you change the value of the checkbox, like when you click on it. But that's not what's happening at all. Or I guess I don't understand it. So, right here, I removed all my logic and just commented it out because that wasn't even, I'm not even sure if that was the problem. I'm just going to console log, I don't know, it doesn't have to be the position, just test, right? So, in my mind, I'm thinking that when I click that checkbox and it changes, it should console log test, right? That's not what's going to happen, but I want to, let me show you. I'm going to save it, go over to it, refresh the page just in case. I'm going to type testing to generate a new task. I'm going to click submit. All right, and I know there's an error popped up, but it didn't console. I haven't clicked any check marks yet, and it already started console logging it. You see a console log test right there? I also had it console logging the Boolean value, but why is it doing that? When I do the checkbox, nothing happens. It's not console logging anything, but when I click submit, it'll console log it. Now let me go to my onClick submit function to show you it to make sure I'm not completely crazy. Here it is, submit task. This is my function for it. So this is what's under the onClick when a button's created. So prevent default, temp. I have a temporary variable because I don't want to alter the state directly. I'm setting that to equal to task state, and then I'm pushing this. And yeah, I'm creating a task state, and you can read, so I'm not going to explain it all to you. But pretty much I have temporary is going to be task state. Temporary is going to push a new task. I have a constructor down here that I used. It's a lot neater than you can see right here. Function task. This name is going to equal name, and that's going to be whatever you type in the input field, and that's working really well. And this incomplete, it should start with a false value because checkboxes, you know, are false first. So once again, I have it's preventing default. I have a temporary variable set to the task state. That temporary variable is going to have the new task pushed onto it. There's my input value right there, which is for my input value state. I'm going to set my task state to equal that temporary variable. Reset the input value like we talked about yesterday, so you know it doesn't accumulate. And then I have some console logs. All right, this is the true false console log, and this is just I want to see the whole object. Okay, I just don't understand. I put the checkbox handler not in the I put it on the on change in a completely different area, as you can see. Now maybe it has something to do with how I'm displaying everything. Pretty much I'm mapping through my task state and then returning everything that I need for every task. But to me that doesn't. The only thing I can think of is that when I'm clicking submit. When I click submit, if you look down here, it dang it, where is it? It's going to run. There it is. It's going to run my submit task function, right? And when I do my submit task function, it's going to take that whatever's in the input value, push it into the make it into an object, push it into the array, and then set the array for the task state, whatnot. And then it will wait a second. Oh yeah. We'll generate this. And that's because I have where's my variable task display right here, is set for the variable. I'm just don't know what's happening. My thought process, and you can stop the video here if you're bored. I'll walk you through what I was thinking I was going to do. I had two thoughts. The first one was going to be the for loop, which I prefer not to do because I'm trying to be into the habit of using for each, map, and whatnot better, more, because to be more comfortable with them, whatnot. But for loop, of course, right here the position is passed in as a parameter. The position is just if you look down here under my handler, when I'm mapping through, every single element is going to be assigned an index, and that's how I keep track of what checkbox is with what task. So that's the index is essentially the same as, but it is exactly the same as position. That's what's going to be put there. So yeah, position. If I, because I'm looping through, I equals the position, which means the task position is the same as the checkmark position, you're going to take task state.I is complete and it should equal false. So what I'm thinking is that, it'll go to the value and change it to false if it's true. And then over here, it'll go to the value, and if it's false, it'll change it to true. And that's kind of it. Of course, I try to do it with for each also. I didn't get to work, so I tried the for loop. That's all. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it.